Good afternoon. I know it's wedding cliche and we've had a couple of terrific speeches before myself, but can we just get another round of applause, please, for the lovely, the gorgeous, stunning John Gary. This is a censored version of the original draft, basically because I'm not scared of John, but I'm really scared of his new wife. I actually spoke to Cheryl when John asked me to do this. I said, Cheryl, you're the boss, how long do you want me up here for? She said, well, Tam. Well, Tam, what you need to appreciate is, this is all about John and I. Like, Cheryl, take a chill pill, what do you mean? She said, I want you to speak for the very same length of time that John makes love. You're going to get the audience, thank you. You wish. I met John in 1995 at Bell College. Both of us did the same college course together. On first impressions, he was an extremely good looking man. Ladies, do you still think he's good looking? Yeah! That's enough, in fact, slag him. He was very bright, very intelligent, very competitive. It didn't matter if you were actually competing for the United Kingdom in the Olympics at the long jump. John Gebby was trying to convince you he could jump further. This would also extend itself into slagging matches. You know, guys are like slagging each other back and forth, trying to get the last word in. I would slag this tin flip at the front of John's hair. John would slag me because I was going bald. John, can you lower your head for me, please? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what karma looks like. While we were at college, John and I started going to pubs, nightclubs, etc. Motherwell Point, Hamilton Palace, Majestic, you know, your real classy gaps. £6 to get in and a free STD at the end of the night. Only kidding. £7 to get in. In these places, John could literally be besieged. Now, I'm talking about the 90s here for family, right? I didn't talk about last week. In the 90s, John could literally be besieged by women. Right? Mostly extremely good-looking women, right? I'm his pal, and you'd expect him to do introductions and stuff, but John, when he met a nice-looking girl in the 90s, would literally double in height, double in width, and I'd be behind him, he's already taller than me, and he's like, turns around every now and again, you having a good night, Tam? Just watching you work, mate, I'm enjoying myself. But it wasn't always like that. If the girl was 126 pounds overweight, there's Tam. The girl had a tash, there's Tam. The girl had toast stuck in her teeth, there's Tam. A couple of years later, John and I, probably to the chagrin of our respective parents, ended up getting the same full-time job together in Quick Fit Insurance. Big Andy's still there. At Quick Fit, I'm lucky enough to get a girl for a change. And her and I are standing in this vast call centre floor, and John walks in, and it's the premature police walk, you know, reckons himself. And this girl turns to me, we put words on the line, she knows we are mates, and says, oh, you'd just like to mother him. And I'm like, what? She's like, you know what I mean? No. Tam, don't be like that. Don't be like that, you might breastfeed one of my pals. However, I probably deserve that, right? Because at Quick Fit, John and I were in training together very early doors, and he knows what's coming here. John, who was the team name, mate? Was it the Magpies? Was it? Tell me. Right. Okay. I'll need to explain this, because this is the centrepiece, alright? John and I are in the training room, and on this particular day, John's to get down and meet his new team, who are called the Magpies. So he gets up and leaves with a couple of guys, and there's a few of us left behind. And unfortunately for John, he left his computer unlocked, which also means he left his email unlocked. And he could send emails to teams, specific. So I had a printout of this email, right, and believe me, I did look for it, but I remember it well. I jumped on John's computer and I typed up, hi, I'm enthusiastic, John, looking forward to meeting all my new chums in the Magpies. I'm a keen, hard-working, sensitive individual, and I'm looking forward to socialising in work and out. Yours faithfully, enthusiastic, John. P.S. Maybe we can have drinks. Send. Now, I wasn't present when John arrived in the call centre floor, which is about a 2-minute walk, right? So I can assess this only by witness account. But the story goes that John was about 10 to 15 feet away from the team when some girl sprung back from her desk and shouted, "Who's John Getty?" John runs up to the screen. Has anybody ever seen John in a huff? Right, get this right. It's like, in terms of like, taking a huff, right, if Mother will lose, forget about it. Mother will lose controversially, forget about it. You know, I'll meet him and he'll be like, Motherwell with a better team, Sam. Motherwell with a better team. What was the score, John? 4-1 to him. What are you talking about? The object of the game is to put the ball in it, even I know that, and I'm a fan. Right, so getting back to the story, right, John gets to his last screen, reads the email, Whitey's. Right, for some of the older people that means they feel sick. Right, reads the email and starts saying, "It must be me that wrote this. It must be me. I know who it was." Now, I've been told to watch my language and I've tried to say this in a different way, but I'm back at the training room giggling my bald ass off. John and the trainer at the time march back. I get tipped off that he's coming. He comes into the room. Face, post, box, red. Right? I've composed myself because I heard he was coming and they come in. John just stares at me. If he could have leathered me, he would have. So instead he sticks me in. Says to the trainer, "I know it was him. I know it was him." And I'm sitting like that. Is there a problem? What just happened? The trainer says, "Tom, John thinks you went on his computer, you sent a really embarrassing email, embarrassing in front of his team. Trainer looks like he's going to piss himself." John turns round. John just keeps looking at me and I'm like, "Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. John's computer's locked. Isn't John meant to lock his computer when he leaves the training area?" I don't know how long it took him to forgive me, right, but it wasn't quick. Shortly thereafter, I get sacked. Go for that, that's a different story. John joined the police force. Police stories provided and submitted by Mr. David Mitchell. Time out. David, none of them are funny. Right, I phoned him one night before. I'll never forget that sound. It better sold it. You never can remember where I'm at.
Damn, that's too long you've been on.
Listen, honey monster, you've been well warned. You're going to decide who you're going to say nothing. Low blow. Sorry, this feels really weird now. I'm used to hearing myself. John joined the police force, and like I say, David gave me some stories, but none of them were funny. I phoned him up and I was like, "David, I'm not in the police, so I don't know what's going on. Can you give me some funny stories?" I was doing that. Can you give me some funny stories? And he said, "Listen, old champion, I've got the best stories ever." So he's telling me these stories and he says, "John one time he went to a car park, he couldn't find the exit and he hit a pole." And I'm like, "Davey, that's a perler." This other time, John went into a pub in Glasgow in uniform and the whole pub fell out and they wanted to arrest everybody. This is going to be a dodgy speech when it gets to the end, right? So I've improvised here, as you can clearly see. The story that I know about is that John apparently one day was riding along in his car your partner, do you call it partner in Britain? Neighbour. Chips? Oh, right, okay. John's riding along, that's really nice, isn't it? John's riding along with his neighbour, and this guy's riding parallel, and he starts pointing at the car. And John, never one to suffer fools gladly. The eyebrow. So John starts pointing back. Where's my drink? John starts pointing back, and the guy keeps pointing. John starts pointing back and shouting, the guy keeps pointing. John starts pointing back, shouting and swearing, the guy keeps pointing. And somewhere during this debacle, John notices that he's not wearing his hat. And using the principles of detection, he establishes that the last time he'd seen his hat, it was on top of the car that he was now driving. I don't need to fill in the blanks. Right now, should also, I think this might have been mentioned, but I've been really nervous. I've been really nervous all day, so I can't remember. On Thursday, we went out for lunch, John's last night of singledom. And we went to Owens in Coatbridge, and we won the pub quiz.
For the first time ever.
Certainly in the last couple of decades. So it's ironic that I end this story on a pub quiz note. I'm going to ask everyone a question, not individually, all at once. I'm going to ask everybody a question, and I'm going to provide 2 answers, and I want you to tell me the third answer. I'll take shout-outs, okay? John's in a pub quiz with the boys. I wasn't in it, but I've heard about it. And the question was, name the 3 most famous speeches of all time. And like, I really want to specify all time. Not any subject, not anything, just the most famous speeches of all time. Right? And at number 1, Jesus. I'm not just saying Jesus. Sermon on the Mount. I don't know anything about it, but apparently that's true. Number 2 is Martin Luther King, civil rights leader in the 60s. Got assassinated, I want to say in Harlem, but I'm not too sure. Shortly before that, he had a dream. And at number 3, can anybody give me some guesses at what number 3 would possibly be? Well, if it was uncut, that would be true, Cheryl. Right, but any guesses on who it would be? Does somebody see Winston Churchill? Won the money, right? World War II. We'll fight them in the sea, we'll fight them in the shore, but we'll never surrender. I wish I had a mic, man. Right? John, can you tell everybody that's here what you said? Spit it out or I'll do it my way.
It's Kevin Keegan.
Kevin Keegan. Somebody tells you a story and your left leg goes. Davey or Gordon or somebody was telling me that this story, and I was actually looking like, well, you can't actually be serious. The funniest bit about it is, he fell out with everybody for the rest of the night. You want a pint, John? No! You want a soft drink? Aye! Nightmare. Right, now listen, I've caused enough damage now.
We've been on for 12 minutes.
I'm making, sorry. I'll go with the microphone, everyone's had enough. Most of what you've heard is the word wrapped off has been rehearsed over and over and over again. I've left a hole in Davy's carpet. This is pretty much unrehearsed. When I met John, like I say, it was 15 years ago. He was a winner when I met him. For the majority of the last 15 years, he's remained a winner. But one look at Cheryl today tells you that he'll never be a bigger winner than what he is today. Both of them go to Mexico on Monday, where they speak Spanish, and besos means love and kisses. The love is for you both, and the kisses are for Cheryl. I have to do a toast, right, to me for finishing that.